Guys, welcome back. Like, sub, and comment, and we are here with some YouTube boxing predictions. Obviously, we have KSI, who just returned to the ring. Who do I think he's gonna fight? Well, he called out Andrew Tate, he called out Tommy Fury, he called out Jake Paul, he called out Enisan Gibb, Slim. But who do I, the Grand Wizard of YouTube boxing, think he's gonna fight? I think it's either Andrew Tate or Thomas Fury. And here's why. Andrew Tate, big name, big pay-per-views, it makes sense business-wise. KSI would win any day of the week, 2 times on a Sunday. Why? Because Andrew Tate ain't tough. The man ain't tough. He ain't tough. This man is not tough. He's never boxed before. Yes, he might take JJ's punch as well. And he'll be more competent than a lot of, than Swarms and Pinata. But he is not, and I'm going to repeat this again, he is not a pro boxer. So he will not win against KSI. I think it's a good fight for JJ, but I kind of want to see him fight somebody that's had combat experience. And yes, he's had combat experience. He's had the perception of this tough guy, but the reality is different from perception. Tommy Fury is a fun name. I like that name. I want KSI to fight Tommy. I think that Jake Paul and KSI, whoever they fight, they're going to win against. Like, Jake Paul might fight Anderson Silva. I mean, I just don't see Jake Paul. I don't think Jake could win that fight, but at the same time, I don't see Jake losing before. I think the only people that could beat KSI is Jake Paul. And the only person that could beat Jake Paul is KSI, or potentially Deadly, if KSI loses. I would want to see him fight Tommy Fury, but I feel like that'd be a step too far. I think maybe going for a UFC guy like George St. Pierre, or maybe Tyron Woodley, or maybe he fights Silva if Jake's able to get the job done. I think he has a lot of options, but I think I'm leaning more towards Andrew Tate. Because I just don't think Slim or Gibb, because Gibb's gonna win. I don't think Gibb or Slim are on his level. I don't think Salt Poppy is either. I think they would give JJ a bit of a hard time, but he would stop them. He's just on a different level. And the promoters were saying that KSI is at a different level to these guys, and I believe that. I firmly stand by that statement, which is why I don't think they're gonna pick someone like any of the YouTubers. I think we're either gonna get an MMA guy, a semi-fighter like Tate, or a pro boxer like Fury. So I think he will. I think the next fight, people are going to be like, wow, you leveled the competition. Because people are definitely criticizing KSI, and KSI agreed with that. And obviously, Jake fighting Anderson Silva is a fight that I want to see. I think that even if Jake wins, it's going to be a tough fight for him. And I think that he might get another, very, last-minute knockout. And as for Deadly, I want him to fight Bryce Hall. My concern with Deadly is that he might lose that work ethic. He might be an Andy Ruiz situation where he wins and then he starts to get lazy again. I don't want to see that happen. But if he fights Bryce Hall, he'll easily mess him up. I think Deadly needs another tune-up fight. I think he should definitely fight another YouTuber after Bryce Hall. Maybe someone like Salt Poppy or Slim, maybe. I don't know. Slim might be. I think Slim's like the same weight as Deadly. I think Slim versus Deadly would be a big fight. Or Deadly versus Gibb. And if he's able to get through Slim or Gibb or Salt Poppy, then I think he can move on to MMA fighters, pro fighters. Deadly has a lot of amazing technique. People are saying his technique is better than KSI's, and Vidal even said he's a much more natural boxer. And Deadly showed a lot of promise, a lot of skill, and he could become one of the best guys in the scene. Like him, Salt Poppy, Dean the Great, just highlights, like real prospects. And I want to see Salt Poppy fight. I don't know who Salt Poppy would fight. I think he could fight like an MMA fighter even, or like a journeyman even. I think he's ready for that. I think same thing with Dean the Great. I want Slim to fight Gibb next. I think Slim versus Gibb is the fight to make. I don't see how Austin's going to win. I think he's in it for the money, not for the mentality. That's why I think Gibb's going to win. And so I think Slim versus Gibb will be the next fight. And whoever wins against Slim versus Gibb will fight Deadly. Slim versus Gibb is too hard of a fight. I want to see how much Gibb's improved before I make a prediction on that. But I think that'd be a great lead-up fight. And KSI is talking about having Logan Paul fight Dylan Dennis on his card, which he'll be fighting in January, which I think would be such a great fight. I think everyone has wanted to see Dylan Dennis fight one of the Paul brothers. I think Logan would easily take out Dylan. And it'll be a very quick night. King Kenny don't want to see fight again. Faye Sensei should fight again. I also want to see Deadly fight Alex Wasabi again. I think Deadly versus Wasabi should be his next fight, actually. I think Deadly versus Wasabi, and then maybe Deadly versus Bryce Hall. Then maybe fight the winner of Slim versus Gibb, because that could take a while. But yeah, man, YouTube boxing is alive. It's well. It has a very bright future ahead of it. And we got Hasim Rahman Jr. on the next event in October. The event itself was superb on all levels. And YouTube boxing is once again thriving. So that's the video. Like, sub, and comment. and I'll see you soon. Peace!